So we're gonna fire up the truck now and then go back, check some of the tires real quick. Just, I mean, not that they're really like flat or like high risk, but it's just better to have that stuff checked out before you're loaded because I have changed bags and tires really on trucks that were loaded and trucks that were unloaded, and let me tell you, when they're loaded, it is such a pain, and your bags are stretched out upwards to the max to the point that you're going to be afraid that they're going to blow up. But got the tools here, and we're going to go check out, see what we got. God, that might be flat here. Found one?
I need a filler. You have one to fill up?
Yeah, there's one in there. It doesn't have a gauge on it, but should have remembered to grab one of those when I was at the shop, but it's whatever. Good thing we got one here. Makes it pretty stinking easy. Ooh. That thing backfired right in my ear this morning.
I always kind of crunch down every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's 62. So it does have a slow leak. You must not have checked this one before.
Yeah, I might not have, but
Run up and check the front inside dual.
like this one right here?
On the drivers.
Oh,
That wouldn't fit, no?
okay. Let's give this guy a little look. Where are we? Right in there. Pop that on there. Got it. Take our tool here. How are we looking? Just fine, 100. I don't think that is anything to complain about. I don't even think we ought to touch it. So, makes me happy knowing that that one is not a high risk anymore. One less thing off my mind when I'm driving or sitting at the elevator. Don't have to be wondering, is that tire flat? Is it gonna blow off or come off the bead and cause an issue? We're all good. It was at 100. How's that one working? It's a little more. You like putting them at 100 or 110?
Yeah, either one's fine.
Okay.
Those tires there, they're low range H. They're good for 110. Some of the like on the other red semi, they're not quite as heavy as that. I think they're rated for 105 max pressure.
Oh.
So, but 100's fine.
Yeah, 100's not. You're not going to lose anything.
I mean, look at this. This is a 16 ply. So it's at 120 pounds at 71, 150, 171 to 60.
Yeah.
I mean, times 8, that's 56,000 and change. I mean, we're not carrying that much weight back here.
No. And I guess if you were maybe doing heavy haul or something like that.
Well, you're still just not legal to have on an axle more than that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the tires are built stouter than you can legally haul, so you don't really need to worry about it. See what we got here.
A couple more pounds is all.
That ought to work.
Want to go start the 63?
Yeah. So I'll give you guys a little more detailed explanation of how we do all this loading, because now that I got my camera, whatever, it's a heck of a lot easier for me to do all my film stuff. Kind of let you guys follow me around throughout my day. Ooh, wish I started this thing earlier. Could use some AC. But this tractor is pretty slick. Oh, feel that, it's already blowing cold. So, this thing's a little different. You've got your forward reverse right here, and then it's got your ranges, and then your splitter, so to speak, on your button. This is the hydraulic point that we use for getting the drag auger to go, and then you got your PTO, which runs the grain vac up into the truck. Pretty straightforward, basic stuff. And then for our PTO speed, we just throttle it up all the way. That's what we found works best, and it does fine. I mean, so I don't really see any reason to do anything much different. But now, I think I'm going to end up pulling that truck forward a little bit, and then we're going to start dumping. Want me to pull it forward now?
Yeah. Watch your angle, but you'll get there.
Okay.
Don't need to be quite as close as we thought we did.
That's kind of why I was a little bit further out this time, because it's going to shoot us out a little further, so. Alright, let's get this bad boy scooted up and start dumping weed onto it. I don't know where the red truck is, but. Yeah, I gotta leave that one in. Oh. That's pointing at me to go forward. We're gonna have to replace that cone. Yeah, that works. Alright, let's get loading. When we were loading the other day, for whatever reason, the wind was blowing this way. It felt completely dead. It was like it would go out this way and just spin around and come right back.
When you and I loaded, it was blowing that way.
Yeah, it was completely funky. You want me to go get the sweep or open up the gate? Yeah. So, there's two gates, well, little pits in the bin that open up to this. And so each one of these will open it up a certain amount. So once this gets going, we can open this up. It's gonna take all of that, but I am gonna have to keep my eye on it because eventually that hydraulic oil is gonna warm up, and I'm gonna have to go make sure that it doesn't start pushing more out of the bin than the grain vac can keep up with. But she's loading now, so this thing actually gets going pretty good. It'll load a truck faster than you'd think. In my opinion, I think that grain vac can compete with that red auger really any day of the week. It's not much difference. If anything, I would almost hazard to say that grain vac, when it's cranked up, and it's got a good bin sweep pushing grain into it, it'll outperform that red auger. But that's also just my opinion. I'm kind of biased towards the grain vac because I think it's more convenient, but it's whatever. So we'll just finish getting this thing loaded, and I'll kind of show how we do weight. But it's kind of a all hands on deck kind of deal when you're loading these trucks, because you want to get them as full as you can without getting them overweight. So that's kind of what we're shooting for. But I'll show as much as I can, try to, you know, be as detailed as possible. So just kind of stay posted, and I'll show you guys a good bit. I'll give you a good idea of how all this stuff works. So we're gonna go check again, see if it's overflowing. Just like that, we're all good. So it looks like the grain vac is gonna be able to keep up with that drag auger full well. So it's a little bit of a nice assurance. And yeah, I guess we just let her run until the hopper's full, pull forward and load the other one up. So we just got done loading the front, and we're sitting right about 60 is where we're trying to be. Maybe 61 if you're feeling a little gutsy. But front hopper's all the way full, and we try to fill that one a little heavier because we have tag axles on both of our trucks, but we only have tandems in the rear and they're not spread either. So a little bit heavy in the front, light in the back, and normally we only have to do one pile in the back. I'm gonna go check on that hopper and just double check it's not overflowing. That's what we like to see. So now the waiting game is on to get this guy up to 70. I think that you'd want to have it less in the front if you're loading the back lighter, but the air suspension's kind of goofy, and actually if you have more pressure in the back, it'll still be lighter in the front to an extent. So that's just how it's going to be. If you look, see up there, got some piles going. This right here will probably have one pile. Then this one will be ready, and then red truck's over there ready to go. We'll get that one loaded up. Pretty much the same as this one, and they'll be ready to head to town tomorrow morning. So yeah. Yep, 68 just about. What? 68 just about, okay. So we better go get that. You got the gate of the tractor. Just like that, white truck is all loaded up and ready for town.
69 you wound up.
69? We'll take it. So let's whip this bad boy on up here, get out of the way of red truck. My camera battery is almost dead, so I might have to run to the house and grab the charger real fast. Well, wait a minute. I might have one. Let's see, I'm gonna guess that's about far enough out of the way. Suppose all you guys would probably agree with me on that. Let's see, is this? Nope. Wrong charger. I gotta go grab one. So I will check back in a little bit.